So, you want to talk musicals? You want to talk about the moments the lights go down, the orchestra swells, and a story explodes into song? That's the room where it happens for me, and today I want to take you on a journey. A pilgrimage, if you will, through 10 songs that define the very soul of this art form. We're going to traverse the entire emotional map, the soaring highs that make you want to stand up and cheer, the gut-wrenching lows that leave you breathless, and the quiet, melancholy moments that stick with you long after the curtain falls. This isn't just a list, it's a tapestry woven from the threads of melody and memory, a testament to the power of a story told in song. My story with musicals? It started with family, as so many great stories do. My first ever taste of musicals was my aunt's amateur dramatic society, who unbelievably premiered Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Yes, I was hooked. I saw that coat of many colors, heard those harmonies, and something inside me just clicked. It was like discovering a new language, one that spoke directly to the heart. The sheer joy, the spectacle, the unapologetic emotion of it all, it was a revelation. From that moment on, I knew I was a lifer. I was in the great, grand, glorious world of musical theatre to stay, so get ready. We're about to dive deep into some of the most iconic, powerful, and personally significant songs ever to grace the stage. This is a celebration of the craft, a love letter to the songwriters, the performers, and the stories that have shaped not just the genre, but me. Whether you're a seasoned theatre veteran who knows every word to every song, or you're just dipping your toes into this Technicolor dream world, there's a place for you here. Let's raise a glass to the rhythm, the rhyme, and the reason we all keep coming back for more. Let's start the show. So let's start where it all began for me. Jacob and Sons, the opening number of Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. This isn't just a song, it's a declaration, a roll call. It's pure, unadulterated narrative exposition, but damn, it does it with style. You get the whole setup, the family dynamic, the jealousy, the favoritism, all in a few minutes of catchy, almost biblical pop music. For a kid watching his aunt's theatre group, it was everything. It was history, it was drama, it was a story unfolding right there. It proved that a song could be more than just a song. It could be the entire foundation, the bedrock on which a legacy and my personal obsession was built. Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice, man, they were young when they wrote this. There's a youthful audacity to it, a fearlessness. They're not afraid to be a little goofy, a little on the nose. Jacob and Sons, it just drills into your brain and it sets the stage for this epic, vibrant, almost cartoonish world. It's the sound of the storyteller grabbing you by the collar and saying, listen up, this is how it all went down. It's the promise of an adventure, a Technicolor journey about to begin. And for me, sitting in that community hall, it was a promise that was more than fulfilled. It was the first note in a lifelong symphony. Now let's talk about the B-side, the underdog. Everyone knows Don't Cry For Me, Argentina. It's the anthem. But flip that vinyl and you find a gem of pure, unadulterated ambition, Rainbow High from Evita. This is Eva Peron in her dressing room, transforming herself. It's a whirlwind of frantic energy, a manifesto of power dressing, the sheer nerve of that rhyme. It's brilliant. It's audacious. This song is the engine room of the show, the moment she fully embraces her myth. It's not a lament. It's a battle cry, screamed into a mirror. And the intensity of that performance, that relentless climb, it just seared itself into my mind. It's a masterclass in character development through music. You feel the pressure, the desperation, the iron will to be adored. Lloyd Webber's music is this frantic, almost panicked waltz, while Tim Rice's lyrics are just dripping with cynicism and desire. She's not just putting on a dress, she's putting on armor. She's constructing the icon piece by piece, jewel by jewel. It's a song about the artifice of power, the performance of greatness, while Argentina is the public face, Rainbow High is the private, ferocious heart. And sometimes the heart is where the real story is. From the frantic ambition of Eva, we pivot to intimate, solitary heartbreak. Tell Me on a Sunday, the title track from the musical of the same name. This song is a punch to the gut. It's a masterclass in quiet devastation. It's the sound of a relationship ending, not with a bang, but with a whimper, a plea for a gentle exit, for one last day of pretending. It's so specific, yet so shatteringly universal. Who hasn't felt that slow, dawning dread of an impending goodbye? And Marti Webb's voice. My God, it's not just singing, it's emoting on a cellular level. Every note is freighted with the weight of what's been lost and the fear of what's to come. This is the power of a standalone song musical. It lives and dies on the strength of its numbers. And this one? This one is a titan. The lyrics are a conversation, a negotiation with the inevitable. It's Tell Me on a Sunday, Please. It's about managing the pain, controlling the narrative of your own sorrow. It's a song for anyone who's ever had to pack a suitcase with a lump in their throat. It doesn't scream or rage, it aches. And that ache, that quiet, dignified, profoundly human ache, is the kind of magic that only the very best of musical theatre can conjure. It's real. All right, let's blow the doors off this place. Let's talk about pure, unfiltered joy. Let's talk about Oklahoma. From, well, Oklahoma, this isn't just a song, it's a state of mind. It's an anthem of American optimism. When that chorus kicks in, O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma, yow, it's impossible not to feel a surge of exhilaration. This song represents a seismic shift in musical theatre. Rodgers and Hammerstein didn't just write a show, they wrote a fully integrated musical play. The songs weren't just interludes, they were the story. And this number is the culmination of that. It's a celebration of community, of statehood, of a brand new start. It's the sound of a new day dawning, not just for the characters, but for the art form itself. You can feel the wide open spaces in the music, the sweep of the plains. The melody soars, it dips, it builds to this explosive communal crescendo. It's a song that's bigger than any one character. It belongs to everyone on that stage. It's the musical equivalent of a barn raising. Everyone joins in, every voice adds to the power, building something new together. It's the ultimate feel-good number, a shot of pure adrenaline to the heart. It reminds us that musicals can be more than just introspective or sad. They can be a full-throated, top-of-your-lungs celebration of life itself. And man, does this one deliver. Yow! Time for a deep cut, a strange, wonderful, and utterly unique little song. The World is a Circle from the original soundtrack of the film Horizons. Now, this isn't your typical Broadway blockbuster. This is different. It's got this simple, almost childlike charm, but there's a profound idea at its core. The world is a circle without a beginning, and nobody knows where it really ends. It's a song about cycles, about continuity, about the patterns of life. The melody is deceptively simple, almost like a nursery rhyme, but it has this hypnotic, looping quality that perfectly matches the lyrics. It's a song that could have easily been cheesy or forgettable, but it has this charisma, this earnestness that just wins you over. It's a testament to the fact that a great musical number doesn't need pyrotechnics. It doesn't need a kick line or a huge orchestral swell. Sometimes all it needs is a simple, beautiful idea expressed with sincerity. This song captures a feeling of wonder, of looking at the world and seeing the magic in its design. It's a little bit philosophical, a little bit whimsical, and completely its own thing. It's the kind of song that reminds you of the sheer breadth of what a musical can be. It can be a grand, historical epic, or it can be a quiet meditation on the shape of the universe. And that unique, simple charisma is a magic all its own. If you have not seen Fiddler on the Roof, stop what you are doing, go watch it, now. It is, without exaggeration, one of the cornerstones of modern musical theatre. And it opens with a thunderclap, it opens with tradition. This song is not just an opening number, it's a mission statement, a constitution. Tevye stands there and lays out the entire social, cultural and religious framework of his world. Because of our traditions, we've kept our balance for many, many years. He explains the roles of the papas, the mamas, the sons, the daughters. It's a masterclass in world building, done with such musicality and historical magnificence. The music itself feels ancient and solid, like it's been passed down for generations, which of course is the entire point. What makes tradition so genius is how it establishes the central conflict of the entire show. This tradition is their anchor, their safety. But it's also the very thing that will be challenged. Every note of this song sets up the drama that is to come. You feel the weight of history, the comfort of continuity, and the underlying fragility of it all. It's a song that functions on so many levels. It's educational, it's dramatic, it's deeply moving. It embodies the struggle between the past and the future, a theme that is timeless. It's the sound of a people defining themselves, holding on to who they are in a changing world, and that right there is historical, cultural, and theatrical magnificence. We've had solos, we've had group numbers. Now let's talk about amalgamation. Let's talk about the single greatest piece of musical counterpoint in Broadway history. I'm talking about the Tonight Quintet from West Side Story. This is Leonard Bernstein and a young Stephen Sondheim operating at the peak of their powers. You have 5 different groups, 5 different melodies, 5 different emotional states, all crashing together into one perfect, explosive moment. You have Tony and Maria lost in the hope of their new love. You have Anita giddy with anticipation for a night of fun. And you have the Jets and the Sharks snarling with the promise of violence and vengeance. It's love, hope, lust and hate, all swirling in the same musical pot. The genius is how each melody is distinct, yet they weave together so seamlessly. It's a musical representation of a city on the edge. Every character is singing about tonight, but that word means something completely different to each of them. It's the ultimate exercise in dramatic irony. We, the audience, know everything. We know their hopes and their plans are on a collision course. The tension builds and builds and builds until the final glorious, terrifying chord. It is, quite simply, a perfect storm of music and drama. It's a song that demonstrates the unique power of the musical to express complex, simultaneous emotions, a symphony of a city holding its breath before the rumble. Let's quiet things down again. Let's talk about a song that is often misunderstood, Edelweiss from The Sound of Music. So many people think this is a genuine Austrian folk song. It's not. It was written for the musical, and that in itself is a testament to its power. Rodgers and Hammerstein crafted a song so pure, so simple, so authentic, that it feels like it has existed forever, a part of the very mountains it describes. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me. It's a delicate, fragile melody, a symbol of a homeland that is pure and true, a homeland that Captain von Trapp is about to lose to the darkness of the Nazi regime. This song carries an incredible weight because it was the very last song that Oscar Hammerstein II ever wrote. He was dying of cancer, and he wrote this simple, beautiful farewell. And it's not just the captain saying goodbye to his beloved Austria. It's Hammerstein saying goodbye to his craft, to his partner, to the world. Bless my homeland forever. The line is devastatingly poignant. It's a prayer, a lullaby, and a quiet act of defiance all in one. It's a song that proves that the most powerful statements are often the most gentle. A small white flower blooming on a mountainside, a symbol of enduring spirit, a perfect, heartbreaking, final composition. From the quiet defiance of a captain to the loud, boisterous defiance of a bunch of orphans. It's a hard-knock life from Annie. Is there a more iconic sound? The rhythmic scrubbing of the floors, the clanging of the buckets. It's not just a song. It's a piece of percussive genius. Charles Strauss and Martin Charnin created an anthem for every kid who's ever felt put upon. But this isn't a song of despair. That's the key. It's a song of resilience. It's a complaint, yes, but it's a feisty complaint. There's grit in it. There's attitude. No one cares for you a smidge when you're in an orphanage. They're laying out the facts, but they're doing it with a synchronized, defiant energy that is electrifying. This song is the spirit of the show, personified. It's about finding hope and strength in the darkest of places. It's about solidarity. The orphans are in it together, and you feel that in every beat. The choreography is as much a part of the song as the melody. It's a work song, a protest song, and a Broadway banger all rolled into one. It has transcended the stage, sampled by Jay-Z, becoming a part of the wider cultural lexicon. Why? Because that central theme, pushing back against a world that's stacked against you, is eternal. It's the sound of the underdog, scrubbing the floor but dreaming of tomorrow. And that hope, that scrappy, indomitable hope, is what makes it a classic. And so we come to the end of our journey with the song of comfort and conflict. Everything's All Right from Jesus Christ Superstar, another masterpiece from Lloyd Webber and Rice. This song is a lullaby with an edge. On the surface, it's Mary Magdalene soothing a weary Jesus. Try not to get worried, try not to turn onto problems that upset you. It's a plea for peace, for a moment of rest in a world of chaos. The melody is gentle, flowing, almost hypnotic in its repetition. It's a moment of pure lyrical beauty. The purity in the lyrics is just staggering. A simple human act of kindness and care. But underneath that gentle surface, the conflict is brewing. Judas watches, and his verse cuts through the calm. Woman, your fine ointment, brand new and expensive, could have been saved for the poor. And suddenly, the song is a debate. It's a clash of ideologies. Is it right to seek personal comfort when there is so much suffering in the world? It's a question that is as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. This song, written decades ago, speaks to our contemporary issues with startling clarity. It's about the eternal tension between the personal and the political, the sacred and the profane. And it ends where it began, with that gentle, timeless plea. Everything's all right, yes, everything's fine. A beautiful, fragile hope in the face of an uncertain future. And that's our 10, a whirlwind tour through the heart and soul of musical theatre, from the deserts of ancient Egypt to the streets of New York City, from the plains of Oklahoma to the hills of Austria. We've seen how a song can build a world, reveal a character, break your heart, and lift your spirit. Each one of these pieces is a masterwork of storytelling, a perfect marriage of words and music that creates something bigger than the sum of its parts. They are the songs that have stayed with me, that have shaped my understanding of what this art form can achieve. This is, of course, just my list, my journey. The beauty of musicals is that everyone has their own, the songs that made them fall in love, the shows that changed their lives. That's the magic of it. It's a deeply personal connection, a shared experience that resonates with each of us in a unique way. The legacy of these composers and lyricists is not just in the playbills or the cast recordings. It's in the way these songs live on inside of us, ready to be recalled at a moment's notice to give us comfort or joy or a good cathartic cry. So what are your songs? What are the numbers that make up the soundtrack of your life? Drop them in the comments. Let's build a bigger playlist together. Keep the conversation going, keep the music playing, and keep celebrating this incredible, vibrant and enduring world. I hope you enjoyed touring the world of musicals. And as always, Baba, don't be a sheep. Thank you for watching.